last week and has been playing lights out.
Wisnowski to punt, the rookie. Waiting for it, Tyler Irvin, a big addition in December by this Packers team. Good punt. Fair catch and a lunging grab by Tyler Irvin. 42-yard punt, nothing on the return, but a precarious moment there for the Packers as Irvin came down with it. Possession starts at the 25. Here's a toss. Aaron Jones running right, cuts back. Big pickup on first down. He gets 9. Jaquiski Tartt is there for the stop.
This is going to be something worth keeping an eye on right here. That's Richard Sherman. Normally he plays the left cornerback position defensively. That time he lines up on the right side across from Davante Adams. Typically they do not travel. Richard Sherman, now he is over here in his customary left cornerback position.
2nd and a yard. Quick throw, pass caught. Davante Adams. First down for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, as Aaron pointed out and reminded everybody, from Chico, California, played at nearby Cal. Hoped to be drafted by the 49ers back in 2005 when they had the #1 overall pick. They took Alex Smith. And Aaron Rodgers slid to number 24, where he was taken by Green Bay, sat behind Brett Favre for 3 years, and then took over in 08. Won a Super Bowl in 2010. First down, keeps it, throws it, pass caught. That's Mercedes Lewis, and he gets dumped. Play made by Quan Alexander, who came back last week after missing from Halloween on with a torn pec.
Yeah, Quan Alexander, one of those guys they got back, along with Dee Ford, and what a lift it gave this defense and the way that they were able to play. They went through a stretch there when they were without Quan Alexander, without Dee Ford, they were without Jaquiski Tartt. They gave up a lot of points, did not play the same kind of defense we had seen earlier in the year.
On second down, Jones is going to be 3 yards shy of a first down. Picked up 4, and DeForest Buckner, part of that good defensive front for San Francisco there for the stop. And the amazing thing for Green Bay, Troy, to me, is that you know they want to get it to Davante Adams on the outside. The defense certainly knows it, and yet Matt LaFleur finds ways to scheme him open.
Did a great job of it last week. 160 yards receiving, and every defense knows that that's the target for Aaron Rodgers. But right now, Joe, regardless of who catches this one, this was a down that they really struggled on the last time they played.
The answer is Williams, and he gets dropped by Drake Greenlaw. The Week 17 hero in Seattle for San Francisco. And Williams is short of first down yardage.
Well, Drake Greenlaw, he has to go and cover him in the flat. But what Aaron Rodgers missed was with Greenlaw going out to the flat, he's got Jimmy Graham across the sticks for what would have been an easy completion and a first down.
He went to Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams was brought to the turf immediately by Greenlaw. J.K. Scott hit by that flu bug that's hit so many of these Green Bay Packers. Good to go. Richie James with a fair catch just outside the 10. Each team has had a possession, no score early. You're watching the NFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax. Back after this.
Be you dust or be you a star. To be what you must, just reach out for what you are. And though you've traveled many
This is the all-new Chevy Silverado HT.
It's beautiful.
You want to take it for a test drive?
Definitely.
We're going to go in that.
Seriously?
I thought we were going on a test drive.
We are. A heavy-duty test drive.
This is dope. Never been on a test drive like this before.
This Silverado offers a 6.6-liter Duramax diesel that can tow up to 35,500 pounds.
Awesome. Let's take these logs up that hill.
Let's do it.
Wow, this truck's a beast.
Are you sure there's a trailer back there?
This is incredible.
Best test drive ever.
We all use our cell phones very differently.
Why the French family chose Verizon.
So she's always on social media.
He's always watching sports. Someone's video chatting her friend.
Hi, Gianna.
My parents are getting older, so knowing that I can get in touch with them at any time is really comforting.
Grandma, you're on TV.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like plans your family can mix and match starting at just $35 and a year of Disney Plus on us. Plus up to $700 toward our best phones when you switch. That's Verizon.
In fast food, there's value. Then there's fresh value from Subway. Like the 6-inch oven-roasted chicken for just $2.99. It's seasoned all-white meat chicken raised without antibiotics. Start the year off fresh. Fresh value only from Subway.
At 39, Mike Bloomberg was fired. He turned around and started his own business, now with 20,000 employees. Determination. It's the way Mike will get it done.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
You've been chosen because you're the best.
Fox brings you a Lego battle that is unbreaking believable.
I've been chosen because I'm Batman.
Lego Masters, series premiere February 5th on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by IBM. Let's put smart to work.
Head coach of the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, grew up in this game. A picture with his dad, Mike, two-time Super Bowl champion head coach with the Broncos. Kyle was the offensive coordinator when we were there in Super Bowl 51 and that heartbreaking loss in Houston to the New England Patriots, that overtime game, and he's been here with the 49ers since 2017. From the 11, Garoppolo keeps, throws, Deebo Samuel turns on the Jets and just outran members of the Packers defense for 16 yards. Kevin King missed the tackle. 16 yards later, first down, San Fran.
Well, that's part of that play action game that we know so well from the 49ers. They bring Deebo Samuel across the formation off of the bootleg action by Garoppolo, and that's the key right there for Green Bay. This 49ers offense, one of the best in the league in yards after the catch. They've got to be better at tackling and making plays in space.
Mostert tries the right side and takes it across the 30 where he gets 5. Tyler Lancaster there for Green Bay. .308 yards of offense last week against the Vikings. A dominant performance on the ground. Second down and 5. Garoppolo throws wide open. Samuel still going and finally loses his balance inside the 40.
Well, the 49ers play a lot of two-back sets, and because of that, the Packers defensively, they're matching up in their base defense. 4 linebackers, 3 downs, and then they motion out. They send Juszczyk out. He lines up out at wide receiver. Then they motion the back out of the backfield. It creates space within this defense. Deebo Samuel, and again, a missed tackle by the Packers on the back end.
30-yard completion. That's Kittle in motion. Handoff here to Mostert. And he's inside the 35, a 6-yard gain. A good block by George Kittle. He can put up a lot of stats, Kittle can, catching the ball. But he loves to block as a tight end.
Yeah, and he loves it because he's really good at it. He's, in my opinion, the most complete tight end in football. Typically, these guys, all you talk about is their ability to catch the football and the matchup issues in the passing game. He is terrific as an end-of-line blocker and coming off a huge game. You talk about running the ball 47 times and putting up those kind of yards. George Kittle was a big part of it.
On 2nd and 4, Garoppolo keeps. Mostert. And the tackle and the play is made by Savage. The rookie from Maryland up to make the play, and a loss of 4.
That's a great job by Darnell Savage, because Laken Tomlinson, the left guard, they run the play action off of that. They're coming back off of it with the screen. He's going to come out, and he's not able to get out there in front and pick off Darnell Savage. And Savage makes a big play
to bring up 3rd and 8. Three wide receiver set for the 49ers.
It's George Kittle at the bottom.
Somehow the handoff into the arms of Mostert. He's gone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, they're running a trap with the right guard, Mike Person. He comes across. They get Staley up at the next level, the left tackle, and there is a canyon for Raheem Mostert on 3rd and long.
36 yards on 3rd and 8, and that was timed to perfection. Garoppolo got the snap, just got it into the arms of Mostert, and off he went. 49ers strike first in this NFC Championship game in Santa Clara.
T-Mobile 5G is here, and it's nationwide. While some 5G signals go only blocks, T-Mobile 5G goes miles, beyond the big cities, to the small towns, to the people. Millions of Americans can have access to 5G on T-Mobile. This is just the beginning. T-Mobile, the first and only nationwide 5G network.
Gotcha. You're going down.
Introducing the all-new Sonata with remote smart parking assist.
Have a good day.
And Hyundai Digital Key. A better way to stay one step ahead.
Wasn't me, baby. No, it wasn't me, baby. Baby, wasn't me. Must have been some other body, baby, wasn't me.
Free 2-hour grocery delivery. Now with Prime.
Sometimes the only thing better than the perfect shot is knowing that no one is keeping score. Do it for the cheers.
2 for $6 at Burger King. It's a great value.
I think it's so cool that you can mix and match with the Impossible Whopper, the Classic Whopper, the Crispy Chicken, and even the Spicy Crispy Chicken. They're good value.
Absolutely.
The Impossible Whopper, now part of the 2 for $6 deal. Your way, way better.
The night before the Super Bowl, find out which stars will take home the game's most prestigious awards. NFL Honors, Saturday, February 1st at 8 p.m. on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Burger King. Mix and match for $6 now with the Impossible Whopper, only at BK.
Welcome back to the NFC Championship, presented by Intuit TurboTax at Levi's Stadium. The aerial coverage is brought to you by State Farm. Plenty of noise down below after the 49ers punched it into the end zone. They needed 8. They got 36. Looking for a first down. They got a touchdown. And we'll see if the Packers can answer. All right, go with us on this. A lot of coaching connections. Matt LaFleur and Kyle Shanahan worked together in Houston, Washington, and Atlanta. Kyle Shanahan was Mike Pettine's offensive coordinator for a year in Cleveland. Both LaFleur and his buddy Robert Saleh worked at Central Michigan and the Texans. And to top it off, Matt LaFleur's brother Mike is the passing game coordinator for the 49ers.
A lot of ties for sure. These teams know each other well.
From the 25, pass is caught, tackle is made. Geronimo Allison brought down immediately by K'Wan Williams. A gain of 2. And so when you have that much history, and in this case, family ties, the two brothers get together, the LaFleurs, with their parents, family, Harris Barton, beloved 49er offensive lineman, checking it all out. That was Mike LaFleur. Troy circles Richard Sherman. Rodgers keeps, fires, pass caught, Lazard. And he's out of bounds with a first down and a gain of 13. Good throw, good catch. Alan Lazard.
Well, it seems like every time the Packers are into the boundary, that's the side that they're putting Richard Sherman on. And at other times he's staying in his normal position, but he is lined up against Davante Adams once again. But they move the pocket. Remember, the last time they played, this pass rush got after Aaron Rodgers, but an excellent throw there to Lazard.
Sacked him 5 times in that November game. Handoff here to Aaron Jones. And on first down, a pickup of 3. Buckner, the first one there for San Francisco.
Time we saw Richard Sherman, a little gamesmanship right now by Robert Saleh as to exactly how they are using him. They had him at the left cornerback position on that last play. They were in man coverage. But we haven't seen the shot. Now, that the play prior to this, when they hit Lazard, it looked like maybe that was one where they thought maybe they could get something down the field. But so far, none of the shot plays that we anticipated early.
Handoff to Jones. Play made by the rookie, Nick Bosa. Pro Bowler as a rookie and the number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. What a year he's had.
There he is right here, Nick Bosa, and you can see Bakhtiari comes out, kind of lunges at him, and he's so quick and powerful. He's able to use his hands. He sheds him, and he's right there in the backfield. What a year. What an addition Nick Bosa's made to this defense.
3rd down and 7. Four-man rush. Rodgers is sacked. Bosa and Buckner.
Well, initially, it looks like they're going to try to come out here and throw the slant route to Aaron Jones. He had a shot if he turns it loose right away. But he got off it, and that's the challenge. I mean, once you get off your initial reads, you do not have a lot of time against this front to get the secondary receivers, and the front got home.
Second punt from Scott. James from inside the 25. Has some room. Down the sidelines and out of bounds near midfield. 48-yard punt, but a 26-yard return by Richie James. Good field position for the 49ers, who are up 7.
How does the automatic emergency braking in the Chevy Equinox work?
Oh, no. What?
Can you tell me how lane keep assist with lane departure warning works?
Lane departure warning? What is that exactly?
How does forward collision alert in the Equinox work?
That one I don't know.
Kids may not know about the 2020 Chevy Equinox's standard safety features, but every parent should.
KFC's original recipe is made from a secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. And now you can get 2 pieces of my world-famous chicken as a $5 fill-up. A secret you can eat for just $5. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
So you're Patrick's new State Farm agent, huh? Yeah, that's me.
What do you cover? His Mahomes and Otto? Come on.
No.
Get it.
It's a no for me.
Steph?
Sorry.
Come on, guys. It's wordcraft.
The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
Quick! The Quicker Picker-Upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent. Bounty, the Quicker Picker-Upper.
Just barely drifting towards the shore.
Don't miss The Masked Singer Season 3 premiere right after the Super Bowl on Fox.
Thursday, don't miss the Pro Bowl Skills Showdown. Then tune in next Sunday for the 2020 Pro Bowl, presented by Verizon. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
Watch the work of Nick Bosa as he just worked over Bakhtiari and ends up hanging on to Aaron Rodgers for the sack.
Yeah, they get over here on the sidelines, these defensive linemen, Solomon Thomas and then Nick Bosa, they're working on their technique. And a change of possession midfield, oftentimes an aggressive play caller will take a shot here in these situations.
Toss here to Coleman. Blake Martinez comes in to make the stop, a gain of 4. Shakira and Jennifer Lopez take center stage of the Pepsi Super Bowl 54 halftime show. Tune in February 2nd, right here on Fox. We know the Kansas City Chiefs will be there, and congratulations to Andy Reid taking a team to the Super Bowl for the 2nd time in his great career. We look forward to seeing him in Miami, and another example of how Patrick Mahomes can just shred a defense when he gets out of the pocket.
Pretty impressive. That's a good defense that they faced today, and the way that they were able to play. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Their first Super Bowl in 50 years. As Garoppolo throws, penalty flag is thrown. Emmanuel Sanders closest to it.
Joe, I think they might get Kenny Clark going low on Jimmy Garoppolo. Couldn't tell if he was stumbling or
Personal
got
foul.
blocked.
Roughing the passer. Defense, number 97. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
He's got that brace on that left knee. He took a big hit there last week.
Yeah, those are tough. Kenny Clark, he's not coming in trying to take Jimmy low at all, but that is the rule as he comes down around the knees, and that knee brace. Yeah, I talked to Jimmy Garoppolo about it and asked him if he ever thought he would play without it. He said he feels that that's going to be a part of his uniform for the remainder of the year. Those type of hits, even though it wasn't all that severe, it's good that he has it on.
Hand out to Coleman. Able to hang on the ball, onto the ball with Zadarius Smith going after it, a gain of 4.
Well, this becomes a huge possession right now for this Green Bay Packers defense in being able to come up with a stop and not fall behind. A lot of things begin to change. Think back to week 12. They fell behind 10-0, and then eventually the defense just flat wore out with the inability of the offense to move the football. And this 49ers team, they apply pressure both offensively and defensively. See if they can come up with a play.
2nd and 6. Garoppolo throws. Pass is nearly picked as Kevin King came flashing in front of Emmanuel Sanders. Good play. 3rd down coming up.
Really was, and Sanders running across the field, and Kevin King, it's been an up and down year for him. He had a tough ball game last week, but that ball had to be out in front even a little bit more, but because of where he was in the trail position, he was able to undercut that. But it was man-to-man across the board. And coming in, if Green Bay continues to play that, I'm not so sure they're going to hold up. But it looks like they're locked up once again, and they sure are. There goes Kevin King again with Emmanuel Sanders.
Third down and 6. Garoppolo out to his right. Gets dragged down by Fackrell. Big play by this Packer defense and Kyler Fackrell. His second sack of the year. And a loss of 8 to bring up 4th down.
Well, just really tight coverage. Here's Kyler Fackrell at number 51. Just really tight coverage there. Like I said, one-on-one, man-to-man. You're going to see across the board what Jimmy Garoppolo was looking at. They were playing tight, not really giving up any separation whatsoever. And then Fackrell was able to get home.
So that's the end of 1.
911, what's your emergency?
Murder really does follow you everywhere.
You have no idea what you did to me.
I made you. You destroyed me. Prodigal Son returns tomorrow on Fox.
The Daytona 500. This isn't just another race. It's a run at history. February 16th on Fox.
A better grip. Right when you need it. The 2020 Nissan Altima has tech you can't get in a quarter Camry, like available intelligent all-wheel drive. This is instant confidence. This is Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Get a low $199 per month lease or get 0% financing for 36 months on the 2020 Altima.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
With the free Fox Sports Super 6 game, you have the chance to win $250,000 of my dollars. So we've had to cut back, right?
What little breeze there is in this stadium is moving from our left to our right. So the 49ers let the first quarter expire. Robbie Gould gets a little bit of help with this 54-yard try. He's made 16 of his last 17 kicks. And he got it. Good snap, good hold by the rookie punter Wisnowski, and Gould knocks it through.
Yeah, and like Chris Myers said, that was a distance that, you know, right there trying to make a decision exactly what they wanted to do, and Gould able to drill it home.
Robbie with 8 missed kicks during this season. That's a career high, but he missed 7 over his first 6 games. That's his first field goal made at 50-plus yards this season. He picked a great time for it. 54 yards and a 10-0 49er lead. Let's look back at that 2005 draft and why Aaron Rodgers has had a chip on his shoulder ever since. Didn't go first overall to his team, the one he grew up cheering for. Instead slid to 24.
In the 2005 NFL draft, the Green Bay Packers select Aaron Rodgers, quarterback from California.
And was asked shortly thereafter if he was disappointed not going to the 49ers. He said, not as disappointed as they're going to be for not picking me. Here's a toss to Aaron Jones out across the 30 on first down, a gain of 6, and Earl Mitchell out there for San Francisco.
Well, everybody knows that's followed Aaron Rodgers' career that has been a chip on his shoulder, and had an opportunity to potentially play for the team that he grew up rooting for. And in visiting with him the other day, he said that playing here tonight, NFC Championship game, a chance to go back to the Super Bowl and do it here in San Francisco would mean everything to him.
He is 0-2 in his career against the 49ers in the playoffs. One loss in San Francisco at Candlestick Park, and one in Green Bay. 2nd and 4. Pass caught. Tackle made. Jones gets dropped by Emmanuel Mosley. And a loss of 3.
That's so good by Emmanuel Mosley. And when you watch him play, he does these types of things routinely. He's an outstanding tackler. He's very physical in coming up and making a play. He gets the start today for a struggling Akello Witherspoon, who was benched last week. The Green Bay Packers, they got to find a way to sustain a drive and convert 3rd down.
Third and 7. Rodgers. Ball is out on the ground. K'Waun Williams knocked it out. The Packers keep the football, but it's 4th down and a mile, a loss of 15, as Billy Turner recovered the fumble.
Well, they bring 4 weak. They're going to come off the edge, and they're going to see that they just cannot block it. And so there's 4 rushers, but only 3 blockers to that side. Rodgers does not recognize it. He thinks he's got time in the pocket. They get home with K'Waun Williams, and a big defensive play by the 49ers.
Back-to-back 3rd down sacks. Here's a shank. J.K. Scott right off the side of his foot. And it's just a 20-yard punt. Back-to-back 3rd down sacks for the 49ers defense, and then that punt of just 20 yards. K'Waun Williams knocked it out. A 20-yard punt would follow, and Robert Saleh, the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, loving it.
We are doing this my way.
You noticed anything?
I'm ready.
When we see you enter through our doors, we don't see who you're against or for, whether tomorrow will be light or dark. All we see in you is a spark. We see your kindness and humanity, the strength of each community. The more we look, the more we find the sparks that make America shine.
Mark is the best husband and father you could ask for.
He's just a big kid.
Best man at my wedding. Just gotta keep him off the dance floor.
Fidelity, you'll work with an advisor on a flexible wealth plan. And with new brokerage accounts, your cash is automatically invested at a rate that's at least 20 times more than other advisory firms. Personalized advice, unmatched value. At Fidelity, you can have both.
Passing the torch. Where would you like to be? Visa. Everywhere you want to be.
Nothing beats Wendy's 4 for $4.
Choose any one of these sandwiches, plus nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $4. You'll wonder why you ever settled for less. Get your 4 for $4 at Wendy's.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri. Who has the most rushing touchdowns in football?
Richard Sherman and that defense having fun on the sideline after having fun out on the field. Only one wide receiver in the ball game for the 49ers. That's Deebo Samuel.
Single. I know, double. Double.
Toss, running right. Mostert cuts back. Good block by Juszczyk and McGlinchey out in front. And a 13-yard carry by Raheem Mostert.
You know, when you run the football the way that the 49ers do, you better have guys out here like Deebo Samuel who get involved. And he's able to block the edge just enough to keep Jair Alexander from being able to come in and squeeze that hole. And so it keeps it open. And another nice run by Raheem Mostert.
After that 20-yard punt. A lot is asked of the Packers defense trying to hold him in it right now. Here is Mostert again. Already has a touchdown carry. Jair Alexander may have saved another, a gain of 9.
Well, Raheem Mostert, he was the guy who carried the load towards the end of the regular season. And then last week in the playoff game, it was more Tevin Coleman. He got hot. Well, in this half, Raheem Mostert, he's had a couple nice runs. And Kyle Shanahan, he will continue to feed the guy who's running the ball the best. And right now, that is Mostert. And I would expect them to, you know, once they get going, he just keeps the ball on the ground. We saw it last week. This offensive line is getting their push. And Mostert's finding the holes.
They do stick with the ground game, and it's Mostert brought down by Kenny Clark. He looks to be about a half-yard short of a first down. The night before Super Bowl 54, the NFL's brightest stars come together to salute the best players, plays, and moments from the NFL's 100th season. Tune in to NFL Honors, hosted by Steve Harvey, on Saturday, February 1st at 8 p.m. right here on Fox. Tevin Coleman checks in on third down and less than 1. Garoppolo pushes forward. And he got it. 8 for 8 on the season, rushing on third down and 1 and picking up a first down. And now he's pumping up the crowd near the end zone as he gets a fresh set of downs.
Now they bring Juszczyk back out onto the field. They've taken him off. They're on third and short. Gets right in there behind Ben Garland, the center. Took over week 15 for the starter, Weston Richburg. And this is an offensive line that dealt with a lot of injuries throughout this season, yet they were able to still remain productive, run the football, and win games.
Here's Coleman. Takes it inside the 10.
This Kyle Juszczyk is a heck of a player, probably the best fullback in football. He starts this way and then comes back, and the cutback lane is there then for Tevin Coleman. You see the push by that offensive front. They come at you a lot of different ways, and right now it looks like Coleman is on the ground.
They check on Tevin Coleman. We'll take a break. Second down for the 49ers, up by 10 when we come back.
On the path to greatness, there are many perils.
What are we gonna do? We need the magical bridge you can walk on. Ow! I'm not gonna step out onto nothing. You can do this.
Okay, you fell. Was that so bad?
Yes!
Disney and Pixar's Onward.
You still got the rope, right?
Yeah, I got it.
You probably won't launch hurricane-force projectiles at your truck bed.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it! Watch me! I got it! Hey!
But it's nice to know you can. Introducing Carbon Pro. If it can handle a hurricane, it can handle you. only on the GMC Sierra.
And I'm super bad.
The Impossible Whopper is now in a 2 for $6 deal.
This is the kind of burger that I expect when I walk into a burger joint. Impossible Whopper tastes just like the regular Whopper.
It's a good value.
Absolutely.
The 2 for $6 mix or match deal, now at the Impossible Whopper. Your way better.
What are you doing?
Just checking my State Farm app.
I have an app.
Can it pay bills and track claims?
He doesn't have an app.
Kevin, bring in my app.
Mr. Gabriel, you don't have an app.
Sounds incredible.
You leave it to me. I'll get your taxes in an okay place.
What?
Well, just as soon as my audit is over, this gets my undivided attention.
Take a lot of trips to the islands, Phil.
Pretty great, right? Oh, Phil's legally dead. Fell off a boat. Going by Dennis now. Solari. Long story. Then we got, oh, no, you're not gonna want to see this.
I don't think this is gonna work.
Just okay is not okay. AT&T has America's best network, now with our best plans at our best prices, starting at $35 a line for 4 lines, new from AT&T.
He's the only candidate in the race who has never taken a penny in contributions from any special interest. Ever. Independence. It's the way Mike will get it done.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Welcome back to the NFC Championship, presented by Intuit TurboTax. Looks like an arm, maybe wrist injury for Tevin Coleman, in a lot of pain, as his right arm was hanging when he got over to the sideline. Now they still have him out there on the field. Thought he had walked off, but he's not even moving. That's how much pain he's in with that right arm. For a 2nd down and 5, and Coleman, who was with Kyle Shanahan and the Falcons for Super Bowl 51, brought here this year as a free agent. 49ers were the first team in over 40 years to have 3 running backs with 600+ rush yards, and now Matt Breida should step up and be the main backup for Mostert, who's kind of been the star of this first half so far today.
Yeah, and it's a fairly significant loss. You're right, Joe. It looked like they were going to walk Tevin Coleman off the field. Now they're bringing out the cart, and it being the wrist or arm, whatever it is that's affecting him, but he's in a great deal of pain, no question.
We'll be right back after this from Progressive.
Okay, babe, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, good idea. Oh, babe, the light's still on.
I'll get it.
Chris Myers, do you know any more than what we do up in the booth?
Yeah, Joe, it's an elbow injury. That's what they're saying on the sideline. They're going to take him in for x-rays as he was carted off. He raised his other arm as the fans cheered his performance. So questionable. We'll have an update at the half.
Mostert in the backfield. He gets it. Samuel out in front. Touchdown.
Well, Deebo Samuel, he's been kind of leading the charge here in this first half. Makes a good block. Mostert's able to get it in. 6 straight running plays on that drive by the 49ers to increase their lead.
Last week it was Tevin Coleman with 2 rushing touchdowns. Already it's Raheem Mostert with 2 rushing touchdowns in this championship game. And that makes it 17-0 San Francisco. What a start for the 49ers.
I'm Randy Diaz, mayor of Seltzer, Pennsylvania. If you love Bud Light like me, you'll love Bud Light Seltzer. It's a hard seltzer from Bud Light. It comes in 4 flavors and tastes great. Bud Light Seltzer. It's unquestionably good.
Moving to the park.
If you don't love Bud Light,
I'm a vodka gal myself.
you'll love Bud Light Seltzer. There's no Bud Light in it. It comes in 4 flavors and tastes great. Bud Light Seltzer. It's unquestionably good.
Rotate the can. Great.
But if you do have questions, give us a call. The town of Seltzer is standing by.
Hold smiles and cut.
The famous Meat Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Over a pound of meat and cheese for just $10. It's more pepperoni for your penny, more beef for your buck, more... You get the idea. Get yours delivered now at pizzahut.com. No one outpizzas the Hut.
It's time to get a whole new perspective on Ram trucks. Because to us, there are no small jobs, no little tasks. And when it comes to innovation, there are no modest ideas. No wonder why more people are switching to Ram than ever before. Ram trucks, back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
Now get an average $8,831 in total values on the 2020 Ram 1500, plus these additional incentives.
This fight is a draw.
Wilder Fury 2, February 22nd, on pay-per-view.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light Seltzer. It's unquestionably good. And by Pizza Hut, official sponsor of the NFL.
17-0 in the total yards. San Francisco 135, the Packers just 23. See if Green Bay can get a lift here with 9:12 left in this first half and get on the scoreboard. They need to soon. Wisnowski kicks it away. And out of the back of the end zone. Back to the touchdown.
Yeah, nice job by right guard Mike Person. He's going to come across. He's going to block. And then you've got Deebo Samuel with the motion. He's going to end up, sometimes they kind of toss it to him and let him run it in. This time he's out lead blocking. But Blake Martinez has a free shot at coming in and trying to make a play. And you don't realize the speed of this team in these backs until you get out here and you play against them. And poor angle, a bad job by Martinez leads to a touchdown.
Rodgers throws, pass is caught. Kumaro. And a nice big play to start this possession. 22-yard gain. Mosley on the stop.
This is a 49ers defense that does not typically bring a lot of pressure, but Jaquiski Tart, he comes in on the blitz, and Aaron Jones does a great job of diverting and picking it up and allowing Rodgers to throw the ball and make the completion.
Aaron Rodgers has started 7 for 7, but for just 47 yards. He's been sacked twice.
Yeah, well, like that last game they played week 12, just not much to show for the completions.
Handoff here to Aaron Jones. Nice carry on first down. Gets another pickup of 11. Aaron, you're on that Packers sideline. What's the mood down there?
Well, the mood isn't there really isn't one, Joe, and I'll tell you why. You know, this week when people asked Aaron Rodgers what the keys to the game was, he was saying, of course, get Devontae Adams the ball, get Aaron Jones the ball. But the biggest thing was to stay poised, because there will be emotional waves. Defensive players told me that too. They learned that against Seattle in the second half against Russell Wilson. They're just trying to stay calm and ride this out.
Good start to this possession. Already at the 49ers 41, and a toss to Jones. Nice cutback. And Aaron Jones, who for the regular season had 19 total touchdowns to tie for the most in the league, gets 8
It's an excellent job by Robert Tonyan, the tight end. He's able to block the edge, and he gives Aaron Jones a spot to go with the football. He cuts off of that block right there, and he's an excellent one-cut runner, and being able to go against the grain. They've put together a nice drive, a little more urgency right now with this Packers offense.
Jones again. A nice carry for a first down. Sherman on the stop. Tart couldn't bring him down initially. A gain of 4. Another first down as the defense meets over on the sideline.
Yeah, defense. Didn't help them, and then they finally just wore down. The offense hadn't helped them much here in this first half either, but the defense has given up more than they'd like.
Jones carries. I mentioned the touchdowns during the regular season. He added 2 more against Seattle, because for a guy that had 19 touchdowns on the year, I think he's underrated and not talked about enough. He had a fantastic regular season.
Yeah, he sure did, and it's been needed. You know, the passing game with it's been well noted. You got Davante Adams and not a lot after that in terms of trying to throw the ball, and Aaron Jones has been a big part of it running the football, and he is again here on this possession.
Ball is on the ground and recovered by the 49ers. Buckner has the ball. Aaron Rodgers never had it from center. And now a turnover, the first of the game.
Well, what happens sometimes, Joe, is when a center is working one way, the quarterback's going the other, you got to ride him up there, and sometimes the center's a little short, but what an error.
And that promising drive for the Packers comes to a screeching halt as they turn it over, down 17.
We've all been here before. The conference room, the speakerphone, the missing files. Not in the room, then you're not in the know. Well, this has been nice, but can we not? How about we invite everyone you work with to work together? Be seen, be heard, be there when you're not. Share your files and your opinion, and maybe even a happy little fruit guy. When you're ready to unleash the power of your team, open Teams.
The 2 for $5 mix and match deal from McDonald's is back. Choose from some of your all-time favorites.
So good. How good.
But hurry in. 2 for $5 mix and match won't be here much longer.
There's ha ha hi with your friends. And then there's with your friends. Here's to the original.
See the league stars shine one more time. The NFL Pro Bowl in Orlando, presented by Verizon. Sunday, January 26th at 3 Eastern. And don't miss the Skills Showdown Thursday, January 23rd at 9 Eastern.
Well, Aaron Rodgers has put the ball on the ground a couple of times. This time he didn't get the snap secured from his center. And the first turnover of the game. Stops what looked to be a really well-done drive at the right time. Deebo Samuel turns around and he gets the flag against Kevin King. A late flag came flying in as Deebo Samuel, the rookie, was...
Pass interference. Defense, number 20. Place the spot of the foul.
He can run with the football.
Mostert gets stood up, got maybe a yard. 3rd and short coming up.
You know, they lost a part of their offense. Juszczyk missed about 4 games at one point during the season, and they had to make some adjustments when that happened. But when you've got a fullback like Juszczyk and, again, a tight end like George Kittle, you can do a lot of different things, and they create matchup problems because defenses are so versatile. Kittle's essentially like a wide receiver in the passing game, and we've seen him the way better than Kyle Shanahan.
Timeout taken by Kyle Shanahan with a play clock at 1. There's our friend Rob Lowe, who is at this ball game, and tonight after football, don't miss the premiere of a new 911 series. New heroes, new city, same call. Rob Lowe and Liv Tyler star in 911 Lone Star. The riveting 2-night premiere begins tonight after football, only on Fox.
As well as San Francisco has run the football again, and as confident as they are in that group. 3rd and 2, you start looking at this and wondering what Kyle Shanahan might be thinking if this gets to 4th down and whether he views this as 4-down territory.
High snap. Handoff for the 1st down and more. Mostert near the 16. And Jerry Rice loving every minute of this. Tomlinson out in front with a good block.
We've seen George Kittle block the edge. Now we're going to see him come in here and take on the linebacker, Blake Martinez. They kick out with Lake and Tomlinson. There's a lot of different concepts within this running game. They run the wide zone scheme. They run the inside zone. They run the gap scheme and the power game. And good luck trying to defense it. And the Packers came into this game knowing that they had to rely on their defense, and so far they've let them down.
Rita's first carry of the game. He gets hit by B.J. Goodson. First time in the ball game for Matt Breida, a free agent from Georgia Southern. Had a tough time hanging on to the ball of late. 3 fumbles over his last 4 games. Got 2.
Well, we'll see if Kyle Shanahan decides to throw a pass. This is another offensive possession where they've just handed the ball off. So about 11 consecutive running plays we've seen from them offensively.
There is your answer, and it's knocked away from Samuel by King. Good play.
That's a really good play. Tight coverage up on him, hands on him, and that's really when, you know, we've seen Kevin King get called, but that's when he's at his best, is when he's at the line. You see what he's been through. Jersey hanging off his shoulder pad.
Third down and 8. Garoppolo has a man. Bourne, good tackle. The veteran Tremont Williams made the stop, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. How about the 57-year-old Jerry Rice pumping up this crowd before the game? Sprinted the length of the field. All smiles for Mr. Rice. His team up 17.
People think my job is easy. You just go on TV and talk, right? Well, each season, there's over 1,500 players and hundreds of games. Plus passing yards, turnovers, injuries. We have to be ready to analyze any of it on live TV. If we fumble on air, that's a problem. IBM Watson helps us wrap our heads around all that data and quickly find relevant insights using AI, so we can give every fan the best show possible. Welcome, everybody, to Fox Kickoff. I'm Chris Thompson.
At T-Mobile, start 2020 off with a deal on iPhone 11 that'll have you seeing double. Right now, switch to T-Mobile and get 2 lines of unlimited for only $90 and 2 iPhone 11s on us. All on T-Mobile's newest, most powerful signal that goes farther than ever before. Get twice the deal with 2 lines of unlimited for $90 and 2 iPhone 11s on us.
Everything's better, yeah, it's better like that.
Only at T-Mobile.
The 2 for $5 mix and match deal from McDonald's is back. Choose from some of your all-time favorites. But hurry in. 2 for $5 mix and match won't be here much longer.
You probably won't launch hurricane-force projectiles at your truck bed.
Watch me! Watch me! I got it! Watch me! I got it! Hey! I'm super bad.
But it's nice to know you can. Introducing Carbon Pro. If it can handle a hurricane, it can handle you. Only on the GMC Sierra.
And I'm super bad.
And now, the right help at the right time from Intuit TurboTax. In the season finale, the 49ers' Deebo Samuel scored on a run with help from Kyle Juszczyk and Emmanuel Sanders blocking downfield. The touchdown led to a win in Seattle that clinched the division title and home field advantage for San Francisco. And if you need expert help with something as important as taxes, TurboTax is here. Now with help from a real CPA when you need it. People can be good at anything, even taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
Which they do with Gold, who set a 49ers postseason record with his 54-yard field goal. His first time, knocks it through from 27. Aaron Rodgers has been under pressure, as are many quarterbacks taking on this 49er defense. They've been coming after number 12.
Yeah, and it's hard to get away from him. You see him try to escape the pocket with their stalled a few more blitzes in that first meeting than they generally run, you know, on a weekly basis, and he's dialed up a couple. They picked up the one with Aaron Jones and had the nice completion, probably the best completion of the night, but they did get home with the one off the edge from K'Wan Williams, and right now there's time, and it is time for this Packers offense to put something together, because their defense is having a tough night.
They had it going last time they had it, but then the fumble turned into 3 points for San Francisco, and the 49ers put together 4 straight scoring drives. Here's a bobble. Wow. Corralling it is Irvin. Can't get to the 10. Witherspoon downfield to make the stop, and there isn't much going right for Green Bay right now.
Tyler Irvin has been a big addition to this Packers team in the return game, but picked a bad time to muff one there. Looked like he had some space in front, might have been able to get a return. Instead, he's just fighting for his life and backed up now on the road inside the 10-yard line.
Matt LaFleur, their head coach, envisioned Tyler Irvin being a part of the offensive attack. We haven't seen that yet. He's not on the field. Jamal Williams is. Rodgers backpedals as he throws a strike to Lazard, who goes for a ride and has a first down as Jimmy Ward flipped him after a gain of 19.
And a nice job up front, because Aaron Rodgers had to wait for Allen Lazard to get into that next window off of that release, but a good job up front, giving him some time, something, as we pointed out, he's not had a lot of.
Now a false start by Bulaga. A running clock, so a 10-second runoff, or they can avoid that, the Packers can, with a timeout. It's Matt LaFleur's choice.
Full start. Offense, number 75. Inside 2 minutes while the clock's running. We are by rule to reduce 10 seconds from the game clock.
job up front that offensive line did on the completion then to Alan Lazard. You see where he caught the ball. He's almost all the way into the hashes before he gets it. I was a little surprised. I thought LaFleur would opt to use the timeout.
Davante Adams has been targeted just once. Here's a pass nowhere close to Jamal Williams. And it's 2nd and 15. First incompletion of the game for Aaron Rodgers. Now 8 for 9. Davante Adams. Pass picked. Intercepted by Mosley. Knocked down at the 30. Turnover number 2. Interception from Mosley this season, number 2. 49ers can add to their lead.
It was a tough call, but our new senior VP goes to Mike.
This wasn't the first time Claire had been passed up for the promotion. But it would be the last time. Upload your resume on Indeed.
Beautiful, but support the leg. When I started Cobra Kai, the lack of control over my business made me a little intense. But now I practice a different philosophy. QuickBooks helps me get paid, manage cash flow, and run payroll. And now I'm back on top with Koala Kai. Hey! More mercy.
Save over 40 hours a month with Intuit QuickBooks, official sponsor of the NFL.
Welcome to Mount Crestmore, where toasty Parmesan peaks soar high above a sea of goodness. The new garlic Parmesan crust for just $10. Only at Papa John's.
Hulu has live sports.
Todd, did Hulu pay you a ton of money to say that?
Yeah,